Hey Scott, I'm still doing a bunch of screwing around here, but I'll just bring it up. No, that's I want that. All right, is it gonna crash? There we go. I've been just doing some reading reviews. If we got to jump on, I haven't been on for a while, so I didn't get on last week because I was fighting, coming down with that virus running around. The wife brought it home, and then Mayna, how you doing, bud? Hi, Mayna. Hi, Jeff. I'm got mouth. I got mouth in the background here
Hi,
yapping.
Mina. Hi, Jeff. I was at Dice Arts
And
today.
Scott's on.
I was at Dice Arts today.
I never said nothing to him because I don't.
I almost turned around.
I wasn't gonna tell him that you were up there all weekend because I didn't need you tormenting him.
Yeah, I was gonna text him and be like, "You want to go out to lunch without my dad? Send him a pic."
Nice try.
Yeah, no, but I didn't. So I was like, I just want to get home. Yeah, no, yeah.
There's a reason why I didn't tell him. Probably a damn it. Be a short stream tonight. I don't know. So what's everybody been doing? What's everybody been up to? Actually, let's look at this. Portland. No bid tabulations yet. I'm only going on. I'm only Sabatis River Bridge replacement. I'm only on YouTube only tonight, so that's why things seem to be a little different. Going to Whitefield tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. Oh, that's because it's not going to open till 4th. Okay. Oh, saw something about Lisbon. Go see the woman, huh? Nice. Actually, what's the main turnpike got going? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Let's see. Falmouth Gray. Okay, that's been opened. 5 miles. $7.8 million. Pike. Then you wonder why the tolls are so friggin' expensive. Whoops. Tunnel toll repairs. Another 3 miles. 7.2 million. Six and a half for 10. I mean, we're looking at what, over $20 million right now just in paving. Did I say 7.8 million for 5 miles? I did. Right. 54.5 to 54.5 mile marker to 59.5. Bid tabulations. 7.8 million right there to Pike Industries. Then you go back here again. Mile marker 60. Okay, that's toll tunnel repairs. No, I'm not gonna do that. Here's another one. Pavement rehab and safety improvements. 27.4 mile marker 27.4 to 30.3. Basically 3 miles. 7.2 million. 68.5 to 74.9. I have no idea, Mina. So we're looking at 6.5 miles right here. 10.1 million. So we're at what? $24 million already for mill and fill on the turnpike. So yeah, that's what it looks like right now is what they got planned. Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, no, right here. 13.4 to 20. Pavement rehab, guardrail, drainage improvements, bridge joint repairs. 13.4 to 20. So what, 6.5 miles right there. $13 million. 24, 34, 37 million right there. $42 to 49. Another. Oh no, this was last year's. Okay, this was last year. Never mind. Okay, so no, I gotta knock that one out too. That one was last year. I just noticed. It was opened on February 25.
Text message.
Let's see, like right here. Where is it? These ones right here. December, January. So these are all for this year alone. Oh, that's not good. Thanks, Scott. So yeah, you're talking $30 million, just over $30 million this year for paving. Yeah, as I said, it's stupid on some of the prices they got here. Back over to DOT. Biddeford. Dixfield, Brunswick. Paving. Okay, here we go. Mill and Fill, Brunswick. Town of Brunswick. Coastal Road Repair, $2 million. That is for 27, 3,000, about 3,100 ton.
Text message.
Downtown Main Street. I do not know. Let me double check. Route 1. Nope, it is on Route 1, Scott. Main Street would probably fall under the municipality, not the state. Even though it is a state road. Lewis Bridge replacement, okay. Anybody got a particular area they're thinking they want me to look at? Oh, here's a locally administered project. Is this Main Street? Nope, Simpsons Point boat launch. I do not know what section it is, Scott. Well, no, I can tell you exactly which one it is. Usually they give a drawing on it. Pleasant Street, yep. It's going to be Pleasant Street. Is what it's going to be. Basically, almost like from the PD all the way out to the turnout. Nope. Begin the project right at where it splits. So, right where it splits, down by the old Dexter Shoe and Goodwin Chevy, all the way down to basically like the PD. Yeah, that's where they show it, right from the PD all the way to where it splits. So they want 24 feet. 34, 44. Let's see. 44, 47 feet in width at the widest point. You see it right here. It gives you the details of what they want you of the pavement. Mill and fill variable depth shim. Inch and a half. That is going to create quite the mess out there, though. So that is going to be quite the mess. Shim's going to take a lot of abuse. Yeah. It's probably going to be like the polymer like I had that we had to haul from Sydney down to Damariscotta. Tell you right now, that sucked. So that's where that one's at, Scott. You vote for a roundabout in South China on 202. You can vote all you want, Jeff. I also vote to kick you in the groin. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Oh, yeah. I did show you the contract for this, Scott, didn't I, for the snow plowing? Didn't I show you the bid tabulations of that? See what they're charging for just to plow that one little section of 196? Should I buy a truck and put a bid in for this? Plow and a wing and a sander? I did read the contract. It requires a Class B truck. I have to get pre-qualified, though, with the state. And this is just for plowing what? Approximately 10 lane miles per storm. 10 miles per storm. Not worth it? No, you're probably right. But I can tell you right now, I can't do any worse than those guys. It is. If I already had the equipment to be worth it, that is correct. That is correct. If I already had the equipment, it'd be a different story. I did look, kind of poke around and look at um, a few things, and just to buy a decent truck, I would be spending right around 70 to 80,000 just to have a decent truck where I can just not worry about it, not spend like 25 or 30, and then I have to spend all summer rebuilding it, put another 25 or 30 into it. Right now, it doesn't. It would seem to be worth it unless I buy it. Just absolutely go out on a limb and buy another truck. Still looking for an XLS plow for the 550. Yes, Hunter, how you doing, buddy? On the CT board, there is one for HFST. What is that? On the Connecticut board. Connecticut board for what? Bids? Because right now, Scott and I were talking about it. Where'd it go? Right here. Okay, here we go. Trying to. Here we go. I read through here and 7.4 lane miles. 3 years, maybe extended for an annual up to 5 years. See, they even want to be able to inspect the storage. So I'd have to have a storage building for both salt and sand. But yeah, I'm still looking for an XLS plow. I want the 8.5, 11. I'm trying to find out what, because as I said, because even it tells you that you can only go so much, so you only get 15%, 15, 30, 20, 10, 10 on it. Insurance, yeah, that's no problem. But where was it? So you get an hour to hour and a half between you got an hour to hour and a half to plow between 10 o'clock and 4 a.m. It says it shouldn't need to be pushed off the edge of the road. We'll be pushing Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I don't know about that. Tuesday night, Tuesday, light snow. Coating to a few inches, likely. Accumulations may not stick around with it in the 40s. Don't get me wrong, Scott, but I've had enough pushing for the year. See, like Thursday, 40, Friday, 30s, Saturday, 40. Okay, I think it's here. Yeah, right here. Equipment requirements. Contractor must furnish enough plow trucks having gross vehicle weight rating registered of 26,001. So in other words, it has to be a Class B. So in other words, yeah, this is a Class B. Valid CDL license. Plows, wings, material spreaders. Electronically controlled preferred but not mandatory. A Ford F550 equivalent having a plow and wing is acceptable for a spare truck. And it says right here, I must, right again, right here, it says I have to have stockpiles. If not, it shall be grounds for dismissal of the bid. See, liquid chlorides too. They want liquid on it as well. Salt, 225 tons. 50 cubic yards of winter sand. That's it. And then the liquid chlorides. Yeah, this right here is this one here, application of pure salt. They want it 300 pounds per mile. So yeah, they've been doing a whole bunch of other things. Yeah, Hunter, I can't. I'd love to come down plowed that way, but they pay quite well. But it's just not worth it for me to come down. I know I could come down there and do a hell of a job for them, but I just said, I'm just not going to come down there and do that.
Text message.
But as I said, that was pretty disgusting what this company's charging for 7 miles of road for the winter. $43,000 to plow that. That is disgusting. And they were the only one that bid on it. Carbide cutting edge. Yeah, it would definitely be. I'd definitely be doing a carbide. On both plow and wing. So you figure main blade would probably be 14 foot with a 12-foot wing. So carbide cutting edge, you're probably looking at right around about $100 a foot for the cutting edges, for the carbide cutting edges. That's all I've been doing is just kind of look at stuff and trying to see what I can do for next year. Try to keep myself a little busier than right now. Right now, this year the heart attack kind of really put a kink in everything. But I'm also trying to find stuff, trying to work on finding work for me to do next year. Your V-edge is 550. Yeah. I'll show you something I could probably get away with. One of these. Those would work good. They would take the main line plus the shoulder. Definitely make sure I get cleared out in one shot. And they have them that are bi-directional now. But I hate to say it, something like that would be more for like out on the highway. Is where those would work best. And that's about the only place they'd pay for themselves. Yeah, I have no idea about cost analysis for single bid projects, preventing price gouging. Yeah, I have no idea. But these tow plows, I've seen quite a few videos. I don't know if everybody's seen them or not. But Maine DOT does have one up, I think, in Bangor area. They use on 395, I think. But I've seen a whole bunch of other ones out on the road. They do give you quite the thing here. I'll bring this one up here real quick. Minnesota. This is where they come in handy, like right here when they get them in a road train setup. Yeah, Connecticut's got two. Yeah, I know. There's a few states that got a few of them. Those do clean quite a bit. One swipe. Just had a, what's the cost? Yeah, around 100 grand each. Yeah, no thank you. So yeah, you know they cost about about $100,000 each. No, I ain't that big, and I ain't buying that many, putting out that many bids for snow removal, plowing highways. And who saw the short from this week here? That short that I posted. Let me get to it real quick. This one right here. what have I gotten myself into? Any questions about that? And that is true. Trouble is all I will say. I can tell you that truck come out of Minnesota. And before the rumors really start up, cranking and all that, I will tell you, no, I did not buy that truck. I'm just going to be the idiot that has to work on it. Because the owner of the pellet store bought that truck. He flew out to Minnesota last week. Yeah, I think it was last week. Week and a half ago, he flew out to Minnesota, picked it up, stopped at his sister's in Michigan, and then drove it back. He's looking for something for himself to do during the summer, but he doesn't want to do a whole bunch of, doesn't want to travel out of state, so he bought this. I'm trying to get him into where I'm at with hauling hot top. However, he doesn't want to haul hot top. He just wants to haul gravel, which is fine. He can stay on the dirt side. I'll stay on the hot top side. Right now, let's see here. Yeah, I think a little over $100,000 for the truck. Right now, I am busy chasing air leaks. I've had to replace air lines in the dash. Now I got to replace a leveling valve for the air ride for the suspension on the cab. I just chased air leaks all the way down through. Did I volunteer for the maintenance duties? No. I did not volunteer for it. However, again, me and the owner of the pellet store, we work together. I have free use of the back warehouse to work on my trucks anytime I want, in exchange for my labor on working on his trucks. Plus, it also helps me, I wouldn't say, we barter stuff for, like, pellets to heat the house. He doesn't charge me for them, so I don't charge him for working on stuff. So we just work together on so much. So it works out real well the way we've got things set up. But I did have to, let's see, I got to go down tomorrow. I got to go down to Westbrook, pick up the leveling valve for the cab so I can fix that air leak. I did have to order, while I'm down there, I've got to order a dipstick for it because the engine oil dipstick broke, which is typical for that because it is a Detroit and it does rattle quite a bit. So the dipstick's been notorious for breaking in those. So I could order that. I'm just chasing air leaks. And this truck is probably, his truck was just like mine. It sat for, probably sat for a little while. So now it's just, we're working our way through trying to fix all the minor issues that we see. It's good to have people like that. It is. As I said, we work very well together. Just like that 416 backhoe. I've got a bunch of he's got me quite busy for a while. I'm going to be busy doing a lot of stuff for him this year. I'm going to try to, at some point in time, I got to try to get, you see this little icon right here? The simple invoice maker. That right there, I've got to get in and start making invoices so I can start getting my invoices out so I can get paid for basically plowing for January and February. I've fallen behind on that because I've been fighting with I wouldn't say fighting, but it's been a struggle to try to get things taken care of for the heart attack with the not having insurance. So it's been a battle with that, trying to get things going. My mind's been on that. So I kind of fell behind on invoices. So I gotta work on that. Rejected. Really? That one was rejected. Why? How many miles of road? 10, 21. So that's what, 31, 40 miles of road? 40 lane miles, I should say. Well, that'd be a good road to plow that this year, considering we just paved that this year, or this past year, this summer. That's one of the roads we paved this year, or last year. Who got the Lewis Bridge? Sargent Corporation. Now, which one is it? The one up there on the end by Dead River Road? Hmm. Okay, I'm curious. Grew up in that town. I'm not. I'm drawing a blank. Okay, right here. This right here is now owned by Sargent. So that's probably why they got it so cheap. They just got hauled from their quarry to the job site right here, which is this right here. What they're replacing. $900,000 to replace this. And the entrance to their pit is right there. See, Sargent bought that. Got that one. So that's the one. Okay. Whoa. Oh, here's your pay rate. This is what the state wants you to pay. When are you working again? Hey, Callan, how you doing, bud? Still no idea, Callan. Still no idea. I appreciate you asking. Right now, I've got the word out that I am medically cleared to return to work. So I cannot do much until somebody calls for the truck. I wish I could be back now, but again, I'm at the mercy of everybody else. Hopefully soon. I have been out plowing on some storms, but I just haven't gone live because I'm trying to get other things taken care of first. But it will be soon. Trust me, I'm itching to get back to work as much as everybody else is itching to see me get back to work. So I'm at the mercy of everybody else right now. Are you helping for Monday or Tuesday? Yes, I will be working. I will be doing stuff Monday and Tuesday, but it's going to be mechanical work. It's going to be a confined space area. So I'm not going to be really doing much for recording because I have to basically work underneath the cab of a truck. So there's not going to be no room for really doing much. Besides, I still have to buy new cameras. I lost my daughter's GoPro. So I have to replace that for her. So I got to replace hers and then plus buy myself one. So those are not cheap. But again, as I said, I don't know if you heard it or not, but this little right here says simple invoice maker. This little icon here. I've got to get in there. I got to get invoices made up so I can get people to pay me for plowing for January and February. I'm behind on invoicing because of the heart attack. So I need to get going on invoices, so I get my customers to pay me. And once they pay me, it'll make things a lot easier, and I should be able to get going on get GoPros or another type of camera and help get the videos back going again. Oh, hey, Maina. We were talking about, remember we were talking about, oh, that was back in 2000, that was in 21. Vessel replacement, $17 million or $18 million to replace it. Main State Ferry. All right. Well, things are kind of calmed down a little bit for now. What I'm going to do is we'll pull a plug for the night. Yeah, I think I'll call it a night. I'll probably try to jump on and get invoices. Try to get a bunch of the invoices taken care of. Excuse me. Try to get invoices generated so I can try to get some income. And all. So I want to say thanks to everyone that joined me. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to get this going here tonight. All of you that have my cell phone number, feel free to reach out. I will be kicking around. As I said, all I got to do tomorrow, basically the rest of this week, is slowly work on that Western Star. Fix the air leaks on that for the owner. And then we got to work on the 416. I still got a fuel issue on it. It does not like to start after it sits for a little while. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. It could be something stupid, but don't know yet. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here, everyone. So, all right. I'm going to say thanks again for joining me. I will see everyone later. Stay safe. Hey, Les. Sorry, bud, but I'm calling it a night. Hey, Les, feel free to give me a ring tomorrow. Or text, one of the two. All right, buddy? All right, I'll catch everyone later.